Coming up on this episode of Hemlock Ridge, we're clearing the land and going from this to this. It's time to brush hog. Now, for those of you who have been following Hemlock Ridge, you know we've had some major thorn overgrowth. So being able to clear the land is really exciting today. We're hooking up a 5-foot rotary cutter, sometimes called a brush hog, to the 3-point hitch. And we're going to go ahead as well and shut off the engine for safety purposes before we hook up the telescoping PTO shaft to the 540 RPM rear-driven PTO 6-spline connection. Now, I would like to thank Tim and Rick from Elrod Supply for making the brush hog available for this episode. We're mating it with a 30 horsepower turbo diesel tractor, 21 PTO horsepower. I was afraid it might be a little bit underpowered, but actually it handled it really well. And as you'll see, did a great job of cutting through some really thick brush, prickers, tall grass, and a whole lot more. Now, before starting this project, since this land has been vacant for at least 15 years and probably hasn't been mowed in all of that time, I spent some time going through the field looking for anything that might possibly get caught up in the rotary cutter and blow a shear pin. So things like rocks, stumps, as well as cutting any saplings that were larger than 2 inches in diameter. And that helped out a lot. Additionally, the addition of the ratchet rake on the front loader was fantastic to help pre-move some of the thicker brush before it got mowed. And as you can see, the results were fantastic. On the left is what the land looked like last October, and on the right is what it looks like today. It really opened it up, really expanded the area, and is going to make it really enjoyable. One of my favorite things to do after working on the land is to end the day at Hemlock Falls. We'll leave you with the beautiful sound of water cascading over the rocks. Until next time, we'll see you back on the ridge, Hemlock Ridge.